Hello, traders, and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. It's a Thursday, August 30th. Cloudy skies. Cloudy skies in Thailand. Yeah, doesn't look like the sun's going to pop out today. Good to be with you on a Thursday. Tomorrow, last day of our trading day of the month. And, of course, Saturday we start a new month into September. Thank you, September. Okay, well, the markets are moving. Can't say anything about that. The markets are moving. Dollar index is down. It's at 94.46. And does anybody know what happened with this Great British Pound? Like, what caused this to move like 160 pips in New York last night? I'm confused. Like, what happened here? I'm looking like at news and everything I can look at. I can't find anything to tell me why this thing has jumped 160 pips in two candles last night I guess it was pretty much afternoon of New York session. So anyhow, if anybody can share that, I'd appreciate it. I'm sure I'll find it later in the day. Let's take a look at the news, see what's going on today. Aussie has HIA new home sales coming out, but no forecast, so that's not going to do anything else. ANZ business confidence, again, if they don't have a forecast, it's not going to help us if they don't have a forecast. Really, it doesn't help us at all. Building approvals comes out of the Aussie today in about 2.5 hours. So what else? Private new capital expenditures comes out also out of the Aussie. So the Aussie's got some data coming out. That's always a shaker and a baker, right? Fun to watch. Swissy has KOF leading indicators, whatever that is. I have no idea. Spain's got CPI. German unemployment change today. Negative 8K is what they're expecting. German unemployment rate, they don't expect change there. Germany, the Great British Pound, nothing coming out today. The Euro, really nothing. All low impact data, nothing, and more nothing. German CPI today, that's about it. U.S. has PEC deflector, whatever that is, and initial jobless claims. Core PCE price index today out of the U.S. CAD's got GDP today, month-on-month, year-on-year, and that wraps that up. So we got some data to move us along today. Let's see what happened in U.S. session. I was in the U.S. session yesterday. Crude looks like it's about to kiss the old 70 level. We're at 69.71, and currently it looks like we've got a green candle going. So looks like crude's going to touch that 70 mark. That just gives us an opportunity to sell this at some point, prepare for the overshoot, and look that this might be a great selling opportunity. Dollar index, like I said, is down 94.52. It's just dumping, right? Dollar index is dumping, and the dollar pairs, the dollar weakness is showing on the dollar pairs. Gold had a down day yesterday. Well, we've got a green candle today. Maybe it's going to kick back up a little bit, but I don't see gold moving a lot, right? The VIX is at a low. It's at 12.25. Yesterday in London, I think I was asked, and it was at 12.86. And so here we are at 12.25 on the VIX. The ESs just continue to fly high. It just continues to the upside, the high at 29.17. What are you going to do? The Euro futures /6E, pretty sideways for the last 2 days. Now we got a red candle. Again, all with this dollar index. The dollar has been weak, all week pretty much. And so we're just, the Euro's taking advantage of that and moving to the upside. We'll see what happens today. That's what's going on there. Yes. All right, so schedule-wise, I don't do a video on Friday. Monday is a holiday. It's Labor Day in the United States, so I won't be around for that. So I'll see you all on Tuesday. Tuesday. All right, let's take a look at some charts. So, of course, I got to look at the Great British Pound with this move yesterday. Pretty interesting on this daily chart, 55 EMA. We'll see if it holds here at this 55 EMA, and we'll watch that closely. You take a look at the 4-hour, just sliced right through that 200, whatever this candle came from. I'll find out eventually what this came from, and is now just booming to the upside. Ikimuku, it's outside the cloud. Unfortunately, it was in the cloud before this. You wouldn't have been in a trade unless you were still in this trade with the 2 candles outside and you caught this. But, you know, all this congestion down here, you were probably not in a trade if you were here. It's in the cloud. You're not in a trade. Boom, this thing takes off for whatever reason, and it's gone. So, you know, what are we going to do with this, right? What's the solution, you know, with this pound? What are we going to do here? Well, you know, first of all, to me, it's got to be a news alert or a data issue, right? Something came out. So, you know, when something comes out, tells me, you know what, it's going to come back, and I talk about this all the time, it's going to come back to the mean of this move. So it's made this huge move to the upside, right? You know, we're going to want to take this back to the downside, and we want to take it back down to where it started from, right? I want to take this back down to where it started from. This is the thing to do. Now, so what am I going to do is, you know, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a fib on this, right? Give me some visual, right? The problem here is I don't have a candle that's got 2 to the right and 2 to the left, and this candle's booming to the upside, right? So it's really hard to fib this when this thing continues to move. I always like 2 candles to the right, 2 candles to the left. It gives me more of a comfortable feeling that this isn't going to break the fib before we even get started, right? So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go from here, and we're just going to fib this down to here, right? We're going to hang on here. So at the 50 fib level, we can buy this, right? If this pulls back, you could buy it at 786, you could buy it at 618, 50%, right? Any of these levels here, you can buy this again. But I'm thinking this is going to come all the way back down, right? Whatever this is, this just looks really an aggressive move here. I don't want to buy this here, folks. We don't want to jump in and chase this. You jump in and chase this, you're going to get smacked in the head, okay? We don't chase this. This is gone, right? So now we got to wait for this to like level out and see what happens. And this might not even be till this might be London lunch, maybe the beginning of the open of New York before we have some kind of movement here where this comes back and equals out. But yeah, we're not going to chase this, right? This is just out there. So, you know, hopefully the 786, the 618, the 50, I'd love the 50 to, you know, to come in if you want to buy it. Now, what if you want to sell it, right? Say you say, well, yeah, I don't want to buy it, I want to sell it. Well, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think fading this is a good idea, to be honest with you. So let's see if we can got a 3-touch trend line here, right? Let's pop this bad boy over here. Well, that's at 30.10. Now, I really don't want to fight that 30 area, but so we're going to move that up, right? So let's get to 30.20. Right? I'm going to put it at 30.20. Your stop's going to go with 30.45, 30.50, and see if you can get in this break of the trend line, retest of the trend line if you can get it, and then we're going to sell it. Now, you're saying, well, William, what if this just continues to battle to the skies? Well, you know what? We're just going to keep that trend line going until we get this break below it, and we can take this to the downside. I don't think this up move is going to last long. It's going to come back. It always does. This is like, it always does. That's the way Forex works. This is going to come back. We'll be able to sell this back. The nice thing is you got 2 trades here. It's gonna continue to the upside. It's gonna come back, and we're gonna have a buy opportunity, right? We're gonna end up with another buy opportunity at one of these fib levels. Well, this is gonna come all the way back down to where it started, the 200, this 200 exponential moving average, this bounce here, and then of course this candle at 28.80, right? So, either way, we're gonna have an opportunity to trade this pair today. We'll just keep an eye on it and watch it. Put it on your watch list. This is the highlight of today. I mean, this is, the rest of it's doing its thing. But if you take any other, if you look at any of the pound pairs, I just scanned over my other chart here. But the pound yen, right? The pound yen's doing the same thing. It's doing the same, looks exactly the same here. So probably any pound pair, you can see this. You have an opportunity. Just pick your the pair you feel more comfortable with, and just take it there. And the rest of it, let's take a look at this euro. This euro is just sideways. Nothing going on here. Really no change from yesterday. It's just mobiling around here. Nothing to do here. Just hang tight, hang tight, hang tight, right? Just hang tight. Nothing to do here. It's not really any much movement here. 20 or 30 pips. Nothing to do. Which I'm not against 20 or 30 pips, by the way. I didn't want to put that out there like I'm against taking 20 or 30 pips. No, I'll take 20 or 30 pips. Interesting levels coming up here on the Aussie. Now, we got a lot of data coming out of the Aussie, so I wouldn't touch this. But, we're at, levels. Here we go. Back to our levels again. We got the 200 here. We got the 55 on top of price, 10 underneath price. But we got a lot of data coming out in, 2.5 hours. An hour and a half. Yeah, I'm sorry, an hour and a half. Do I really want to start messing with this? No. No, 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 no. We know better. In trading, we don't get in front of the freight train, right? We got a freight train coming. Stay off the tracks, man. Stay off the tracks. So we'll just let that hang. What's going on with our Kiwi? Looks the same, just looks sideways. Not a lot happening here, Sell, 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 right? Well, I don't want to sell the Kiwi because I've been selling the Kiwi for the last few years and it's made me money. It's bearish. That's why I want to sell the Kiwi. But I don't want to sell it here, right? If you get nothing out of me or out of this thing I do every day is that we know when we do not want to enter a trade, right? We do not want to enter a trade. Look left of the chart. It's a disaster. We got all these EMAs. We got levels, right? Nothing wrong with levels on your charts, folks. I like clean charts. I'm pretty crazy about that, but, sometimes you miss it, right? Sometimes you miss some stuff. I mean, we got some levels here, we need to watch, right? Look at this. Look at this. This is a classic evening star right here. Look at this. Bullish candle, doji, full candle here, red candle. This is an evening star. This would have told you that this red candle here, you could take this down. It comes back. You get a little nervous here. You get a spike there, right? And then it just dwindles down and you down. And next thing you know, you're at this 200, right? This would have been your target anyhow, right? It's a 200, right? And this, this comes down nicely. Close to your 200, you're out of this thing. You're done. Finished. Bye-bye. Right? Comes out of that 200, you're out. But yeah, candlestick formations. There it is. Evening star. Perfect. This is like textbook evening star. I haven't seen one of these in a while. I got to be honest with you. Usually there's 2 or 3 candles in between the 2 big candles. That's usually the way it works. But if you look at a textbook at the candlestick pattern, this is what it looks like: bullish, doji, big red candle, and then down it goes. And that's exactly what happened here. Good stuff. Good stuff with that. Yeah, William. Why do you want to trade the New Zealand? Well, I don't know. I made money in the last 3 years trading the New Zealand to the downside. It just works, right? It just works. We'll just take a peek at our Ikimuku stuff. Euros outside the cloud to the upside. The pound, of course, we've beat that too. We can beat it no more. The Aussie is coming to the cloud. This is probably the most interesting one. But we can't do anything because of this data. But this Aussie is coming right to this cloud. If we didn't have all this data coming out, I'd say, hey, listen, this is a selling opportunity. We have a selling opportunity. We can sell this. Take this to the downside. Sink it, right? But not with data coming out. We got 5 candles before we can make a decision what we're going to do with this. So, I mean, if I had to put odds on it, I'd say 60% is going to be bad data. It's going to continue to the downside. But you never know. I sure never want to predict what data is going to be, right? I'm not one of those. I stay away from the freight train. I used to be good at trading data years ago. I am horrible at it. And when I'm, if I'm not good at it, just stay away from it. Just stay away from it. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So thank you to the trader who, I have a trader who keeps in touch with me, and this trader talked to me about, I talked about yesterday about my issues with my Ninja Trader platform. Well, I got to be honest with you, my friends, I got lucky. And the reason I got lucky was that I re-downloaded Ninja Trader to my computer, and it saved all my workspaces, my templates, everything was in there. I lost my horizontal lines and stuff like that, but that's okay. But other than that, everything worked out pretty pretty well. I thought it was going to be like a 2.5-hour ordeal. 30 minutes, I was done, up and running again. So, yeah, as this person told me, chill out. I thought that was great. I really had a good laugh on that one. William, chill out. I did. Thank you. All right, traders. See you on Tuesday. Enjoy your 4-day break. You know, I wouldn't do much tomorrow in the markets. You know, take the day off. It's going to be very quiet. Half the people are going to be on holiday already. Traders, always remember, trade smart, not hard. We'll see you on Tuesday morning in Asia. Traders, have a great weekend. Have some fun. See you now. Bye-bye.